Alright, I have a Redmax EBZ 8001 backpack blower. You have probably seen this blower in some of my other videos. It's been a great quality blower, but now it is impossible to start. And I notice that when I squeeze the primer bulb, no fuel comes up through the fuel feeder tube. What happens with these, there's a diaphragm up here above the primer bulb that goes bad, and you can't get any back pressure to force the fuel up into the carburetor. I was hoping to just replace the diaphragm, but I was able to find the entire carburetor assembly for less than $20, so I just ordered that, and I'm going to do a quick and dirty replacement of this carburetor and get this backpack blower running great once again. The only tool for this job is an Allen key set, but I also have a pair of pliers to remove the fuel hoses and a screwdriver just for good measure. This really isn't a messy job, but it's very possible that some fuel will be spilled, so I'm just going to wear some protective gloves. As with any job working on engines, I'm going to remove the spark plug wire. That way I don't get any accidental sparks or accidental starts. First thing is to loosen the hose clamps so that the air intake hoses can be moved freely out of the way. Once those are loose, I can remove the air mixture assembly, and I'll be careful not to damage this gasket, that way I can use it again. Okay, once that's out of the way, there are two bolts in the air mixture assembly. Those two bolts go all the way through the carburetor housing. Alright, there are four things to remove here. Remove the throttle cable, this grounding wire. Okay, so I don't need to take this apart, but you might be interested just to see where the problem is. Alright, so the primer bulb comes off, and there is the damaged diaphragm, and if you notice there is a split in it, and that's what's causing the problem. So I'm replacing this entire carburetor just because of this very thin piece right here. So this is the new carburetor. I purchased this for less than $20. It did not come with a new gasket, so I'm going to use this old gasket just as a temporary measure for this video, and then I will replace it at a later time. So I've replaced the throttle cable and I've replaced the grounding wire. Okay, and once it's reassembled, I have installed the pressurization tube, and I will connect the fuel feeder tube. And I will put some small clamps on here just to make sure that they don't come loose. A couple of things I need to check out. One is that the throttle cable is moving freely, and also that the air mixture control is moving freely as well. There are no leaks here, and when I press the primer bulb, I think you can see that the fuel is being pressurized. And finally, when everything is put back together, I will reconnect my spark plug wire. Alright, everything works fine. If you operate your own lawn care business, I hope you will visit our website, www.startalawncarebusiness.com, We have developed a professionally produced guidebook and software program that will help you increase your business, gain better clients who will pay you more money, and generally increase your profitability. Once again, the website is www.startalawncarebusiness.com.